the IT Service Management Forum was in Thailand was created about a long time ago. It was in 2007. So in 2007, we started. We had a couple of years with annual event. So we had an annual conference. And then it been a bit quiet. And then in the last 2 years, ITSMF International has been trying to restart the associations. So I'm still in touch with the initial founder for the associations. So that's why I organize. I try to organize those knowledge sharing sessions for the community. The one that is really active, that's active, is the one in Australia. So in Australia, they organize like a monthly event. And in the regions now, we have also India and Malaysia, and I think Philippines is trying also to restart the chapter there. Okay, good. 5 minutes. So I will start. I like to start on time. So my name is Gonzag. I'm from France, but I've been in Thailand for. I arrived in Thailand actually 30 years ago. And I live in between. I live in Singapore for 6-7 years. My background is in IT infrastructure, and I work for different type of company, big and small. Biggest have been CA, Microsoft, IBM, and smaller one. And I do consulting and training on ITSM. So I've done all the ITIL training that you can imagine, and I've been certified an accredited trainer. And I also organize a workshop around this. And what I try to do here is to organize knowledge sharing sessions so that we grow the community and we get to learn each other. Okay. If you have any questions during the short presentations, feel free to unmute yourself and ask questions. Okay. So what I'll do is that I'll briefly present what the CMDB. I will present iTop, and I've got a few. I have it installed on my laptop, so I can show you the interface. Okay. So that was this. Okay. So ITSMF Thailand, like I said, started in 2007. We really rebooted this year, and we are looking for three things. We are looking for more speaker. So not just me speaking, but we have last month we have another speaker, Kun Jetsada. Looking for venues if we want to. I think at some point of time will be either for coffee or for have lunch and learn or more for workshops, and also sponsor. So if you know anyone who can provide one of this, I'll feel free to contact me. So ITSM, what is it about? You all know it's basically all of the practice, process, and technology that you put so that you ensure that any investment that is made in IT is going to really support the business needs, right? Is to ensure that what we are spending there is being appropriately used and up and running. Okay. Key things, improving the service delivery. So you talk about time to deliver, uptime, performance, and that leads also to customer satisfactions in terms of how we support the customer on how we receive supports, right? And to do this, we have to manage incidents. We have to manage the change and also the assets that we use. Okay. If you don't have this, you can know that. Yeah, you have a questions? No? No. Okay, or you just say hi. So if you don't have this, you know that you may face some unstable, chaotic situations within your organizations. And I'm sure we all have been working in IT for a long period of time, so we have been in these situations where when IT is down, when there is a problem, we can see the impact to the business. Um, I like to share my best experience. My best case study is I used to support 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven was one of my customer, and they had an outage in their data center, and the outage lasted like 8 hours. So you can see how the impact to the business. No possibility to update price, no possibility to transfer information from the headquarters to the branch, to the shop. Difficulty in forecasting what tomorrow you will need to deliver to the 7-Eleven. So, and all of this was related to those key things that I mentioned: incident, change, and problem management. Okay, so uh, we all know the different type of framework. I mentioned ITIL. This is the most popular. There are other. I'm not sure if you have ever heard about FIT-SM. So this is for smaller organization. This comes from that's been funded by the European Union. Uh, this is, I would say, this is a light versions of ITIL. Okay. The advantage of FIT-SM is that this is completely free. You can download the materials. You can download all of the documentations. You even have the training slide, completely free. Okay. So this is for small organizations. This is a really a good start. Um, some larger organizations might have been go through the ISO 20000 certifications. Sometimes it's for regulatory purpose, or sometimes it's just that to check whether they're doing the right things. Okay. So these are all the different framework and standard. And COBIT is more came from more about the audit side on more on the government, okay, governance of IT. So if you want to know more about COBIT, there is an association that carry this. This is ISACA. Okay, ISACA has a big chapter in Bangkok as well. So to support all of those framework, of course, you need some form of technology. You can do this on paper, okay? One of my earliest customer in Thailand was Tesco, and this was long. This like I'm talking about 25 years ago, okay? And the way they were managing incident is that they will print a piece of paper, and people will write down what was their problem, and they had a systems to move the paper from the desk up to the one floor with IT, and somebody there will look at the paper, type it into an Excel file, well, Access database maybe, and then will dispatch it to the appropriate person. So you can see at some point of time the paper-based versions was not working, so they developed their own system based out of Lotus Notes, and then after a period of time, they were spending too much time in developing, so they actually bought the solutions, corporate solutions for this. Okay, and I have not checked with my contact there, but they probably are on service now. Probably, I will assume so. Okay. So there are for ITSM there are different type of open source solutions. So open source means free, as in free. You have access to the source code. It's not necessary that it's free from a cost perspective, because company might be selling their source code. That's part of the open source. But once you get it, you can you can do whatever you want with it. Okay, that's basically I've put four here that are the most popular that I've seen. So iTop, which I will present today, OTRS, GDPR, and Request Tracker. Or Request Tracker. So Request Tracker is very simple. I've seen this in some of our organizations before. For the paid solutions, we've mentioned this before. We we know ServiceNow, which is basically the Rolls-Royce of ITSM solutions. I mentioned BMC, Fresh Services with Freshworks, so they are coming to Thailand, and Jira Service Management. So the ticketing system now is being used for ITSM, and there are plenty of other players on this. Okay, um, so uh, pros and cons for this. Some of this you will see the open source. Usually you need some form of technical internal capabilities to be able to deploy and maintain the system. Okay, or you can work with a partner that do this. And for the paid solutions, usually they are the capability is higher, but the cost is also higher. Okay, and the complexity to implement it can be a challenge as well. So why choose open source? So I mentioned my custom. I moved from papers to homegrown solutions to open source and SaaS. Is one is that you really own it. So you are not locked with the vendor. This is the freedom. If you want to develop, you have some very specific needs in terms of integrations or in terms of flow. You have the possibility actually to customize your solutions. It comes as uh, a cost is that you do have to build this capability or to hire this capability from for example from a service partner. Okay. Um, so there's usually the license is free, so it is not based on number of user transactions or CI. And usually you have a community that support these solutions. And that is driving actually the implementation on this kind of the development of this kind of solutions. So I'll show you for iTop the type of community that and what is doing the community for this. So how to use how to select your tools. These are the key things. One is you have to map and understand, okay, what is exactly is your business needs. Okay. Uh, what is the scope of the solutions, right? So will see that iTop covers certain things. If you make comparisons with ServiceNow, you will see that ServiceNow offers something that is much bigger than this, right? Um, you have to be thinking about scalability, that currently how many users, how many server, laptop, or items that you are managing, and how is it going to grow into the future, both in terms of number of items, but also in terms of number of process that you want to be able to automate. Okay. So on this, you have to say, okay, how is it to develop integrations with your existing tools, right? You already have some form of tools. You may have, I don't know, Active Directory. You may have some ERP. You may have some asset management tracking. How are going to, and for example, do data exchange between those different systems? You have to see, okay, your TCO that having those tools is going to be how are you going to support it? So in a sense is that are you going to develop the skills in house, or are you going to outsource this to somebody else? Okay. You have to see in terms of equipments, the hardware, maybe the software requires to do this. So usually in terms of software, those solutions run on Operations, Linux, and so on. So the cost there is less, but you still have to do maintenance. You still have to do backup. So all of this has an associated cost. Okay. I mentioned looking at the community support and availability. For example, this is also valid when you do with commercial solutions, is that do you have local support? Like, is there local support in Thailand or at least in the regions in Asia Pacific, or is it coming from very far? I met customer, for example, who wants to change that had a project management solutions. They don't have local support. They don't have supports in Asia, and so they have decided that they will move away from these solutions. Okay. And lastly, is that how compliance, or I don't like the word compliance, but how does it actually support the process that you are implementing in your organizations, whether it's IT or ITSM, right? Is that uh, is it in line with the process and procedure that you are going to put in place? So just to understand how is those solutions get supported, right? So typically, what you have the business model for the open source is that so you have a community that exists, and you have usually a free community editions. That's what you have, for example, for iTop, but for also other solutions. And in addition to this, you may have free or paid extensions, plugins to expand the capability of the solutions. Organizations, so it could be the one that supports or partner organizations can provide support and services. So ongoing supports, maintenance, it could be as well as hosting, or just to develop some integration for you. Um, and in large organizations, you may opt for an enterprise licensing um, for more say bigger supports. So like for example for iTop, so iTop is mainly supported. So the organization that supports this is based in France. The name is called Combodo, and they do have a different tier of support. One is will give you training, and 5 days will help you with the implementations. One is that you have something where they will provide some tools actually to help you with the implementation itself, or they will also do the hosting for you. So there are really different type of services, and of course the usage of their services is going to help in the development of new functionality on the community editions, which is free. So in that case, you will see that there are regular updates on the solutions. Yeah. Okay, so what's the basic scope of iTop? So you have those 5 different. This is for the community editions, right? It covers incident management, problem, change. Today we'll talk about the more specifically on the CMDB, and you have the self-service portal. So this is basically the help desk or the service request, and then you have reporting and automations tools to help with the management. Okay, um, and I'll show you later on what it look like. Okay, this one we've done this. What is that? We've done this. Okay, so what is a CMDB and why do we need a CMDB? So the CMDB, configuration management database, it contains what we called configuration items. So these are all the different assets, information about user, documentations that we need to properly support our organizations, right? Uh, I'll give you a very simple example. Windows 11. So Windows 11 is or was out of support. I think it was 15th of October, end of this year, and you need to plan for migrate all of your previous Windows desktop or laptop to this particular release. Then you need these following informations. Okay, how many laptop or desktop do I have? Where are they? What version are they? What is the configurations? What software is being used on this? Which one is it? Do we have the license for all of this? Okay, so all of this, if you don't have these informations, make it difficult actually to understand the true cost of upgrading to Windows 11. Okay, I've seen this with many customers like long time ago when they were migrating to standardizing to Windows XP. So you can see how old I am. But they face the exact same problem. Okay. They didn't have this information, or this information was on paper or at a different place. So it's very difficult to consolidate and do this. This is also, so the CMDB is also useful when you do incident and chain analysis, is to understand, for example, do we have regular incident on specific type of site, specific type of asset? Or when we make a change, what is the possible impact to which services? Okay, then we can, with the CMDB, you can link, build relationship between CI. So you can imagine this applications is being hosted on the cloud, so that you will consider this as a CI. This is on hosted on a VM, so that's another CI. And within this VM, you may be running two containers, okay, using Docker, okay. So you can make the link between all of these different assets, and if there is an incident on one of the assets, you can see what is the impact. So the whole objective of the CMDB is to get more visibility and have a better control on our IT. Okay, that's really, so. The challenge is how to get these informations and how to keep it updated. Okay, that's one of the difficulty. And when you do implement a CMDB, you have to see to what level of granularity, to what level of details we want to go into the implementations. I want a laptop, okay, but do I need to record the mouse? Do I need to record the monitor? Or these are all questions that needs to be think about. Okay, because that will drive that will drive that will drive the difficulty of the complexity of the implementations, right? The scope of your assets is not enough. You are not going to get the right benefits. You have a scope that is too big, then you are going to spend a lot of effort in collecting this information that may not be useful. Okay, so when you do this, you really have to be thinking about the scope and the level of details in your CMDB. Okay, so the type of assets, so it will be hardware, software, network, application, services, documentations also is there, contracts, contacts. So this is all the information that you need to have. You can build relationships. So here you have depends on, connected on, runs on, and you can add more. When you have this, when you have the list of assets and the relationship between them, then you can do impact analysis. Okay, if this asset goes down, or if there is a performance problem on these assets, then you could see which services, even which user is being impacted. I used to work in Singapore with a customer who is a bank who has branches worldwide. When one of the equipment will go down, they were really interested to know, okay, which bank is being affected in which country. And for them, that was to help them to decide, okay, do I need, if it happened at night, do I need to actually send technicians on site or not? Okay, or can this wait until tomorrow morning? Okay, so without this, all of these assets and informations, it was very difficult for them to decide, okay, yes, we know which bank and we know which country is being affected. Okay. So on top of this, you can, so of course you have your default assets, and you can also extend this. So you can add new classes. But one of the example given is now drones. Drones might be considered as a asset that you want also to track. You can add camera, security system, and so on. Mentioned the integrations. So iTop has lots of API that you can use to do both import and export of data. Okay, so if you are familiar with HTTP request, get, put, post, and so on, you will be able to do almost any kind of integrations. So you can you can imagine building a flow, and maybe one day I will do a demo on this, but using automation tools like N8, and where you see when somebody is coming to the office, join the company, and then you can see all the procurements and configurations of the desktop and laptop being done. So what's the benefits for organizations? Okay, the main one for this is the low cost. I mean, there's no there's no license fee. No, the, sometimes there is license fee, but this is usually the main thing is that this is highly customizable. So you can really fit your business needs. Okay, uh, and you know that for big solutions. Uh, so now with all of the API, there's a lot of things that are easier to do. But here you can have directly access to the software itself. Okay. So integrations with Flow. Yeah, this one is. So these are the example of use case. Like in terms of change management, you are making a software upgrade or firmware upgrade in one of the item. Uh, by doing this, and you can links to all of the different other CIs and all of the other services that depend on this specific type of asset. So you can have an example, oh, this will be the item that will be impacted. So incident management. So of course you can link incidents to assets. So you see the relationship, and both also from the assets to the incidents. When you have many incidents, that's where you can spend some time doing some root cause analysis with problem management, okay, to understand where it is coming from, how often, okay. And I mentioned asset management to get a proper like the single source of truth for all IT assets, right? So we should be able to answer it immediately. We have 2,000 PC in our organizations. We have only two type of OS. All of this should be accessible straight away. So so iTop provide this, and I will show you now. Let me see. Is this yeah, I will do the demo. Okay. Uh, okay, let me change to so before the demo, I will show you the so this is can you see the new screen? Just
Yes,
check.
yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
So this is the community where you can get all of the extensions. So you can enhance iTop. So for example, you have approval process, automatic email of tickets, removing of personal data. So this is so some of them are free, some of them may be paid, and then you can see all of the uh, uh, so the admin approval process, which one is assigned to me, a different type of authentications, and there are many that you can do. How to manage IP, okay, MAC address. So you have a lot of this, and you can build your own and also publish there as well. Okay, so that you are not the only one. You will get your community. So for example, this one says network management extended seems to be popular. Personal data. So this is interesting for the CMDB, and this one are only for the CMDB. Of course, the data collector based API. So this one is to build. If you have existing information that you want to pull, right? You may have another source of informations. Or if you are using the clouds, you may want to sync this information with your CMDB. This one is the OCS is their own agent that you can run on server and desktop. Microsoft Azure. So you can see all of the plugins and extensions available. They do have. Okay, let me. Uh, this. So this one is the combo site. And so this is what they provide on there. Can I show you? So you can request a demo with them. They used to have an online demo, but I don't think it's available now. The customizations. I wanted to show you the different type of services that they had. Offer and services. Offer. Okay. So these are the different solutions that you have. So the community, that's the one I mentioned. So of course you can host it. You have your CMDB, and then you have the professional that have a different level of support and additional feature, and enterprise that is bigger. So the service level is service level for their own support. So community, you only have the support from the forum. Professionals, you get support from the organizations, right? Uh, and the main difference is this between is the when you customize, they have a specific tools to help you to do this from a graphical interface. Okay, which makes the customizations much easier. Okay, now I'm going to switch to the site. Okay, this one up. Okay, and I probably need to stop and share again. Tac, tac, tac. Yes. So now you should be able to see the interface. Yeah. Can you all see the interface?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Um, this is a very from a technology perspective. This use LAMP, so it runs on Linux, Apache, MySQL, and PHP. Okay, so this is quite a this is not the fancy interface, but is functional. So here you can have your welcome, you can have your shortcut if you decide. You have the list of your configuration items. So these are the default one that you can navigate. So for example, here I've got the contact on the different people. So it could be your staff, or it could be the supplier and customer. And so with all of this, you have uh, name, email, or their actives, their locations, which manager can put the pictures, their email, so all of the detail, uh, which teams they belongs to, and also what type of tickets they have already open. All right. So here, this is the reference, the color, the teams that are part of the help desk, and this is the agent. And then you have the detail of the tickets. You have plenty of uh, attributes for the ticket. You could link this to a specific CI. Of course, you could have multiple contacts, and as well as child requests. Okay. And here on the right side, this is the trace of the discussions with for the specific incident. Okay. Um, you can have the list of the server. Okay. So for example, if I have a server here, um, so you will have is it in production, is it in dev, all the dates, when the end of warranty, all the information that you should be storing, what type of software is running on top of it, uh, the documents, right? That's very important. Then you have the network configurations and the application on top of this. And depends, and then you can see, okay, this is not depends here, but I should go up. If I show impact, right? So it builds with the relationship. It builds the link between those. So the iTop applications is running on top of the user DB. So it depends on this. That runs also on the server. So here is a very simple way of looking at it, but that helps to identify when it's more complex, where is the dependency between all of those different systems. Okay. Um, so this is with this here. This was the contact. I can come back here. So network device. And so I'll go to the other one is the help desk. So the help desk is the user request. Okay, so this is the default of the overview. So the type of request, number of requests, the status. Okay, the number of requests per agent, the request type. Okay, and if you need to create a new request, you can do a new user request, and then you can specify it from which is the organizations, which is the color, was it from in person, uh, work with mass problem, for example, right? Then you can create this. So there's a mandatory field, which is specific. Okay, working up, not working, need to be replaced. Okay, and now you've got your request. Okay, same thing for incident. It's a different type of the underlying is database is the same, and then you have the same thing for problem. Okay, same thing for change management, so the different category of change, so on. And for configuration management, so you have the infrastructure, so virtualizations. So you could put here put farm, but you could put your cloud provider, the end user, the software that run on top of this, and the other. So all of this you can also create new type of CI. Okay. So there are ways to create this the new type of CI, not just create a new CI, but the new type of CI. So all of this is done uh, through the administration. So administrations, you can do management of users from the profile, and then you can do the reporting, basically the SQL reporting for this. Okay, you can also directly access the data through API as well. The data administrations is for all the import, the audits that you want to do. and the main organization object. Like for example, if you want to create let's say I've got a new customer, okay, 7-Eleven customer, for example, up, device support, up, okay, delivery model, standard support, okay, up. Then I've got my new customer that is active. Um, so that's the thing. And then the administration. So I show you this already. And the configurations will be with, for example, the email and for all the integration that you need to do. So if you have like web services call that you need to do, like even imagine you have two service desks or you need to sync with another service desk. I got this request quite often, for example, between two vendor, and they says, oh, we need this data to be sync whether from the customer to the vendor. So you will define this integration point here. And then from system, so this is really from the iTop, the database. If there is any issues, if there is to do the backup, or if you need to do upgrade. So you will do all the maintenance. Of course, you can. So this one is the admin user, but you can create other type of user that won't have all of this access. Okay, you select well what functionality they need to have, and that's about what I wanted to show you today. So let's go back to my uh, my presentations. Up, up. Yes. And then I need to share. Oops. Why I cannot share? Um, hold on. I'm coming back. Up. Yes. Share and share. That's up. Yes. Up. Yes. And yes. So that's what the overall presentation of iTop of this open source solutions. Now we can do Q&A sessions. If you have questions, comment, I'm open to this.
All right. Yeah, it's quite comprehensive, Dong Sak, and thanks for holding this session. So for this iTops, right, in Thailand, is there any users or customers running?
Yeah, I know a few organizations that I know that there are organizations that have used this. Uh, so what I did is that a couple of months ago, I actually look up on LinkedIn to find if anybody has already implemented this kind of solutions. And there are, I found at least a couple of like maybe 10 people that have put iTop as one of their skill sets. So yes, organizations have been using this.
Okay.
The I think I mean it took me if you have basic Unix, I mean Linux skills with a bit of database, it's very easy to implement. The installations took me less than half an hour. All right.
Oh,
You install your Linux, your Apache. So you have a package to do this. You download the package from iTop. You go through the installations, and you are ready to go. Uh,
All right.
so, I mean, this is purely for installations. After, of course, the configurations, the integrations will be depending on what you need to do for your organizations.
Uh-huh. And I see that there are a number of integrations, right? So this tool also be able to integrate with others like network management tools.
Correct, correct. That's where you have already existing out of the box integrations. So you have extensions, okay, and plugins. But there is also available API. So
Mm,
it's very easy actually to, I mean, if you're familiar with HTTP request, you can build integration quite easily. Um, I I haven't tried to do this yet, but I will give it a try. Is ask AI to build an integration for me. I'm sure that if you provide the API on one system and the API on the other one, the you ask what data you want to move, Cloud or Gemini will be able to write you the proper scripts to do this.
mm, mhm. Right.
So what tools are you familiar with?
Actually, I'm not doing the delivery, right? But uh, my company also providing the managed services.
Okay,
Yeah, the full managed services, and we use ServiceNow for ITSM and Ops RAM for the IT operation management,
okay,
right? And these two are kind of integrated, and the Ops RAM will send the event management
yeah,
that it's already correlated to ServiceNow, and it we have the auto incident creation
yeah,
and also auto remediation at some level as well. Yeah,
yeah.
but
So yeah.
that one is costly, as you know.
Service now is really expensive.
Mm,
Um, I I have met customer that had a multi-year plan to implement Service now, and when they apparently the licensings for asset have changed, uh, and they stopped their rollout for the asset part for the CMDB because
mm.
it was becoming too expensive. So
Right, and ServiceNow also changed the licensing scheme from time
correct.
to time.
Yes, correct. So they, I mean, for them, that's where I suggested is that you could, as long as you can, the asset part, the asset informations, you could build an integrations with this type of tools where you externalize this, and then it doesn't get count on your licensing for assets. Uh,
Mm,
that's one way to do this.
right.
Yeah, in Thailand, the typical tool that I've seen, yeah. So I've seen ServiceNow in banks, telco. I mean the big corporates. Uh, I've seen Fresh Services. Okay. Zendesk. Some of them are using Zendesk. Manage Engine.
Mm,
Um, but I've also come from organizations that use like open source, and it makes sense. There is depending on the complexity, the automations, and also the skill set of the organizations. Uh,
mm,
if if you have somebody if you don't have anybody who has technical skills, then it's an issue. Then it's easier to go for SaaS, completely SaaS solutions, or you get a provider to do it for you. But if you have internally the skills, the cost wise is a big difference.
mm, mm. But to use this iTops, right, open source, you can use the service from the company what is it, Komodo?
Combodo, yes. So
Komodo, yeah.
they do. I think they do hosting. They have different partners that do hosting. Um, the challenge is that because they're based in France, they don't
Mm,
have they 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 may not have the uh, time zone support.
mm,
But yeah, but in terms of hosting, I, I, I think an organization you can host this very simply. I mean, after it depends on the sizing of your organization. You know,
mm,
number of ticket, number of users. You can run this on a VM on Amazon. You know, like or Google Cloud for really cheap. So uh, for, uh, for to really to engage them, it's really I think it's really useful, um, especially if you don't have if if they if you have a lot of integrations, if you have a lot of customizations to do, because
mm,
that's where it's a bit more a bit more technical, because you need to make change to the database schema, to the screen, so it's a bit of a bit more effort.
mm. Right. All right.
Good, good,
Yeah,
good.
that about it for me. Good, useful information. Yeah, good to know.
Thank you, thank you.
I also have one question.
Sure, yeah.
Okay, so thank you very much for sharing today. I also just tried to take a look into the iTop website, but I didn't find a section that talking about the security point of view. So because if we are exposed to iTop to access from internet point of view,
Yeah.
probably maybe somebody maybe will be don't like us then trying to hack the application for us. For the security point of view, do we have some reference or something that we could share about that?
No, I will look. I will look at it.
Mm,
I guess for this type of applications, usually what you do is that you put a proxy in
mm,
front of the applications,
mm,
and so you limit the type of access that you have. That you can only have one type of traffic that goes
mm,
through the proxy. Um, I'm currently using N8 this way.
mm,
So like N8 is hosted, but is hosted but I access through the web through a proxy,
mm,
a reverse proxy.
mm. Okay,
So
okay.
basically, it's a web application, right? And
Mm,
Correct.
if we download it, we have to manage kind of manage everything on our own, right?
Correct.
What
mm,
different might be the subscription to Komodo that they provide the
Yeah.
SaaS service, and that one security would be under their responsibility.
Yeah.
mm. Okay, thank you.
Good. 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 So if as I mentioned, we are looking for speakers. So if you have some topics, experience to share, please feel free to let me know when you can do, and we can do this in Thai as well. It's no problem. We can have the first time we had both Kunjit Sada in Thai, and I had and I did in English. I can understand Thai, but I cannot do the presentation in Thai. Medai.
Well, I think I'm sure Kun Kosin can coordinate with you on this topic. Right? It
Yeah,
seems
yeah, yeah.
he has a lot of knowledge and wide experience and good presenter as I used to work with him.
Good. 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 So which company you work together?
Fujitsu.
Yes, in
Fujitsu.
Fujitsu. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Good,
And
good, good.
for you, Kongsak, I want to take this opportunity to thank for um, introducing me to Open Vision company, if you
Oh,
remember.
yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. I'm now with HPE Hewlett Packard Enterprise.
Okay,
All right. And during that period, maybe 6, 7 years ago, we tried to find the ITIL instructor,
correct.
and you uh, introduced me to Open Vision, and we have the business. Yeah, if
Yeah.
we hire Open Vision to run the ITSM ITIL training course for HPE.
So Kun Sutisha.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I've not met him recently, but he was one also of the founder for ITSM Thailand,
Mm.
and we did some training together at Chulalongkorn
I see.
for a batch of students, and I like his training style. It's quite engaging, quite engaging.
Oh,
Good, good, good. So what I will do is that I think I will have a summary of our discussions, and then I will share to everyone.
mhm.
Okay,
All right.
good.
Good.
Thanks for everyone, and I take on that Kun Kosin might be the next speaker.
Oh, okay. I probably maybe can share some IT emergency exercise in
Mhm.
next time, and then we are also really lucky that we did it for the earthquake scenario.
Um,
Mm.
Okay, and
yeah,
then it really happened in Thailand in the first time in my life.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yes. Effectively, yeah. That's
yeah,
the business continuity is
yep,
interesting topic.
yep,
Good, good,
yep,
good. I will put it to the agenda then.
yep.
Okay.
Okay, okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks all.
Bye.
Thank you, thank
Bye-bye.
you,
Have a
Bye.
good
thank you.
day.
ขอบคุณครับพี่หมู
ครับ
สวัสดีครับ
ขอบคุณครับสวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีครับ